The fourth index law states that when raising a power to another power, then the indices are multiplied. So in general, here is the formula of the fourth index law. A to the power of m, a is any number to the power of m is any number as well, and the whole thing raised to another power, which is n, then your final answer is a, which is the same base here, and the index equal m times n. So it's a to the power of m times n. We're going to do some more examples to have a deep understanding of the fourth index law. With the first example, when I have 6 to the power of a and the whole thing here raised to the power of 10, I'm going to use this formula, the fourth index law, and my final answer is 6 to the power of a times 10. So just apply exactly 6. I'll write down the base and the two indices multiplied. So 8 times 10, and your final answer is 6 to the power of 80. How about variable? Variable in question 2 will work exactly the same with number, with the fourth index law. So what you do, you just write the base, which is e, and you get the two indices multiply each other. So it's e to the power 6. Question 3. It looks complicated, but actually it's just the two separate fourth index law together. So with the first one, p to the power of 4, and the whole thing raised to the power of 2 is will equal p to the power of 4 times 2. And with q, it will be q to the power of 3 times 2. And your final answer is p to the power 8 and q to the power of 6. Question 4. When you see such a number, I reckon you guys to change this number in fraction form. So it's m to the power of a and the whole thing to the power 2 divided by m to the power 3 and to the power 4. And then with these two numbers, we're going to apply the fourth index law separately. Equals m to the power of 8 times 2, 8 times 2. I shorten it up, so I just write 16 here. And in the numerator, it's going to be m to the power of 3 times 4. So it is m to the power of 12. Is it your final answer? No, it's not the final answer, because you see here, when you divide two variables in index form with the same base, right? So you can use the second index law. If you are confusing how to do this one, what is the second index law, then open the video of the second index law and watch it again. So in this case, it will equal m to the power of the numerator, take away the power of the denominator, and your final answer is m to the power of 4. M to the power of 4. Question C is already in fraction form for you. So what we do now, we use the index law. It's equal, the fourth index law is will equal c to the power of 6 times 5. So right here, 6 times 5 over c to the power of 5 times 2. And I will have c to the power of 30 divided by c to the power of 10. Again, this one is not your final answer. We still can apply the second index law here. And you have to do is write down the base and get the index of the numerator, take away the index of the denominator. And your final answer is c to the power of 20. Question 6 looks simple but a bit tricky. So there is a coefficient in front of the variable here. What you do for the fourth index law, as I mentioned before, when 2 standing by itself, it means 2 to the power 1. So I just write down here 2 to the power 1, d to the power of 3, or d cubed to the power 2. And what we do here, we just distribute, multiply the index outside of the bracket to each number, to index of each number or variable inside the bracket. So it equals 2 to the power 1 times 2 and d to the power 3 times 2. So your answer is 2 squared d to the power 6.